Hello everybody, this is Ice and welcome back to another video. And today, this is just an introductory episode to my new series, or one of my new series. This one is on the basics of Redstone. Alright, so basically in this video I want to answer a couple of questions that I think are going to come up, and talk about how this series is going to be different from other introductions to basic redstone logic that you could find on almost any other redstone logic channel. I think you'll find that this one will be quite interesting to watch, and hopefully that will make it pretty cool. So basically, for the next few minutes, I'm just going to talk about how this series is going to be a bit unique. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to discuss is how this series is going to be different from other series. Now, I've come up with a way to make this series sort of interactive and make this whole channel a bit more interactive while still keeping the general idea. So basically, the idea is that each few episodes, maybe 5 to 6, I will basically show or describe a type of project. I don't know what it will be yet, but basically it will be a type of project that uses the components that we've talked about in those past episodes, and other ones too. And the idea is that it will be my challenge to you to actually build one of those, using your own components, using your own knowledge of redstone that you've gotten from the series, and if you'd like, upload it to YouTube. If you do decide to take part in one of these challenges, and you do decide to upload your video, then feel free to share with me via private message or via comment, and I will make sure to check it out, and I will leave a like and a comment on there. So, pretty nice channel promotion trick, as well as an interesting way to make my series interactive, so we all win. Alright, so second of all, what kinds of things will we do in this series? Well, hopefully this series is going to be completely comprehensive. A lot of other Redstone series I've seen skip a lot of the intricate, detailed parts, and I don't want to do that. I want to go into all the little details so you can know everything you need to start making huge computers when you're done. What that includes is, basically we'll start with the simplest logic gates, and we'll move up through the ideas of binary, redstone adders, more complicated redstone adders, and ways to make your circuits faster, different types of control logic and timing, and so on and so on and so on. There's plenty to show because Redstone, in the past, as long as it's existed, has grown into a huge topic, and it will be hard to cover that in one series, but hopefully that's what I'll be able to do here. Now, like I said, my goal is to have people who come into the series with no knowledge whatsoever of logical redstone, basically just knowing what redstone dust is, and have them come out of the series with enough knowledge to start building a computer. That's my goal, and I'm not sure whether that will come true, but hopefully it will, and even if it doesn't, it should be great, because we're going to do everything. Alright, so the next question is, will you be able to skip around in this series? For instance, if there's a completely detailed little detail that I'm covering that you don't really care about, I'll even say that, and by all means you'll be able to skip that. A lot of the things that we do in here are going to be very self-contained, and I'll say if it is. Now, some things are just completely essential. For instance, the video on logic gates. Of course, you'll need that. But for instance, if we do a video on multiplexers and demultiplexers, you might not need that for every other video in the series as we go on. So, in general, a lot of things will be self-contained. So if you're interested in skipping around and skipping certain videos, then that's just fine. Alright, so finally, I'm sure there are questions some people have that I haven't answered. So, by all means, leave these questions down in the comments, or in a message, or anything. Or you could even find me on the OR server a lot of the time if you're interested in asking me there. I don't think there's much else to say about this series. Also, if you have any feedback on what the concept of this series sounds like, if you want to tell me it sucks, go ahead. I'd be willing to hear it. If you have any suggestions for what I could do to make this series even better, then by all means mention it. I want this to be as interactive of a series as possible, because what I don't want to happen is this to become a series where I drone on about Ladner Fisher adders without making any motivation or interactivity in it. So, if you're interested in this series, then please do tell me, and if you have any comments or questions, please do tell me. Alright, well, I think that's about all I have for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, hopefully you like the concept of this series, and yeah, that's about it for today, and as always, well, bye now.